So Carpe Diem won on Temple of Anubis last map. They were the only ones successful in capping a point. So I've noticed, I'll reiterate what I've said before if you're just freshly listening, that they are the team that's more in sync. They moved around on defense very well. A lot of the better teams in the region are usually teams that can defend quite well. If you see like someone like Jam Gaming, very good on defense, because if you've got a good defense, you're going to win a lot more games, because that's where I see teams lacking. And there's a lot of good aggressive teams out there. So someone like Skyfire is going to be very aggressive. Remember, there's a team called the Woodcocks back in the day, full of a lot of Quake arena players and Unreal Tournament players. So they were very good on offense, but there was always their defense that lacked, and this would set someone like Jam apart from the rest. They had the best defense of any team I've witnessed so far. So same with like Tempo Storm, they're very in sync. As we get things started off now, is Nick B1 gets the first kill on top of Failsafe. So Failsafe was always usually good to start the fights here for Carpe Diem with a nice hook, but he's the first one to get caught this time, so they need to be careful here. They're still going to keep pushing up though, Carpe Diem. There's the payload's right here next to the mainframe, so good positioning here for French Toast Mafia. I prefer to see this. Roadhog's in a good spot here up above, but he might get caught out now because Widowmaker's going to have a Roadhog backing her up now too, so he's going to move back now to mainframe, joining the rest of the team. Good decision here. So people moving back slightly from Carpe Diem, going to go all regroup upstairs, pick a different spot to attack from. Athriel gets picked out by O'Billy as well, so they can pull the trigger now and push in, so it's good decision making here from French Toast Mafia. Biotic Grenade though on top of Nick 1B is going to keep that shield up. Bushy Brows takes a nice big old snooze there. So we're going to move back up into the mainframe right now. But good decision making though from French Toast Mafia. A lot better defense than what we saw on... So I'm just reading over here on... what's that? Looking over here on Discord, it's kind of distracting. I gotta minimize that. So Nick does get that pick up on O'Billy though, so they could pull the trigger right now, Carpe Diem, and go in 6v5s. Always good to go in when they don't have an Ana, because she can't bite a grenade you, which is usually very devastating and renders a lot of the healers useless for a couple of seconds. And it's been landed on top of Bushy Brows. He's taken out, and then Her Shadow comes out, but man, I would have kept your ultimates on, but he's got the nano boost and he's kept back with a whole hog from Failsafe, so you can't even get to the fight. So beautiful work here from Carpe Diem, using the correct ultimates here, and they push the cart with the help of O'Shiznik, and that whole hog was just beautiful to counter that nano boosted Reinhardt of Nick 1B. So good decision making from Carpe Diem, as I was just saying before. So we've got the Roadhog now from Bushy Brows. He's going to get himself up into the top side. Good work here. Oh, he just fell off. You want to be up near the top side, get in this. Oh no, he did fall off. That was someone else. Oh no, that was him. That's the Reinhardt there that's up there. So my eyes are failing me. So he's going to come down the shuttle. Needs to regroup his team. They've spent a little bit too long here in French Toast Mafia, and they've let the cart push so far up. They should have engaged earlier, because now they're forced to fight, and this might not be a good spot as Nitzare charges all the way, and Failsafe gets the kill on Bushy Brows. The Graviton Shadows gets put down for French Toast Mafia with the Dragon Strike over the top. They've already picked up 3 kills with the help of it. The Biotic Grenade, but Nitzare lands an Earth Shadow. It's not needed, I'm sorry, pal, but here we got No Rainbow standing up there with a res. He could have kept that Earth Shadow. This may cost them the fight, but too many members are alive though for Carpe Diem to worry, as they're just going to hook people in one by one. Bushy Brows gets a hook on Failsafe, gets 1 kill in revenge, but they need to get themselves out of here now, French Toast Mafia, because they've been spawned too close. So there's only 3 members left alive, and Zarya sees this. He's got the Zarya shield, he's able to charge on now. Nick 1B needs to be careful. He's been flashbanged by Athriel. They've taken him out. Just Bushy Brows remains. They've killed him too. So good work here on Carpe Diem to be able to notice that, especially Nitzare, to be able to see that there's 3 members caught out by being spawned too early, and some teams falter with that. And look, let's push the cart all the way up there to the next corner to start the last final straight, and all they have to do is win 1 fight now. There could have been 2 fights that happened, but it was 1 half fight, which was already won, and now it's just going to be 1 singular fight. Here's Athiel, hits the Deadeye. It's not going to get anyone. The shield does break from Nick 1B, and Nitzare charges in, has a Biotic Grenade to keep him healthy, but O'Billy's in a good position now with Repo's right on the Roadhog. He's just trying to chug some life, keep himself alive, and he does that. He falls down, but Failsafe, so Akatsuki gets the revenge kill, but Andrew Russ gets the kill on top of Athia. O'Billy does the same, and he hits the nano boosted Death Blossom right now to get a beautiful double kill. It's going to give his team another chance to defend here, so they had to win that fight, otherwise it was all over with a spawn bleed. You don't want to start bleeding from the spawn with still 4 minutes left on the clock, because that's very difficult. So here we go, the regrouping is going to happen. Still plenty of time now for Carpe Diem to put down a good time here. I think this is in competitive mode. I'm hoping that it is, because it's better for the team. No, it is. It is. It is in competitive mode, so forget what I just said. As Andrew Astlers get the kill on top of Athiel, and they land an Earth Shatter here with Nick 1B, but gets hooked in here, so good job with the hook there, fail safe to keep his team alive. As his Graviton Surge being put on the front line with no Reinhardt shield to defend them. It's always going to help clean up with fail safe, and then they picked off Bushy Brows as well, as O'Billy and Andros do get 2 kills back to keep French Toast Mafia in the fight, and they can able to push on through, but the Sand Throat comes in with a sound barrier to give their team a chance to push on top of the escort as it continues to move forward now, right in front of the spawn, and the Nether Boost comes to top of Bushy Brass. They have no other option other than the fight, as the Bardic Grenade lands on a couple of members of Carpe Diem, so they're going to try and take advantage here. French Search Mafia with a couple of members a bit low, and they do that with 1 kill each, 1 for Nick B, 1 for Andrew Us. There's still 4 members left up for Carpe Diem, but they need to wait for the other 2 members, because they don't want to get themselves caught in a battle with the spawns being delayed, because they're a bit further away from their spawn now. As you can see, the spawn point is right here next to French Toast Mafia, and they're going to have the advantage. So the defense matrix up for Bushy Brows now, as the shield begins to break for Nizari, with the Zari shielding to help him out. Charges in, gets nothing but the wall. He's completely caught out and separated from his team, as we've got Akatsuki there to try and help him out. He's got Astriel near him, but he can't help out. He's just Soldier 76, and he's completely alone right now. He throws down his healing pod to get some health, get some juice, joins the rest of his team, but O'Billy's there. It's a good position for Reaper to get in, but the rest of his team didn't follow up, so good decision to Wraith back. But Hanzo there's completely caught out. He jumped down. Man, he must have thought he could get someone sneaky at the back, and they heard him jump down. They throw in a Graviton Surge now. Good option with only a couple of members left alive now for French Toast. Well, 5 members left alive. O'Billy lands in a Death Blossom, but doesn't get anyone. So the Nano Boost on top of Soldier 76 with a Tactical Visor. He's looking for some more kills. And Nitzari lands in an Earth Shatter to cancel out Nick 1B. He's got a Nano Boost. Dragon Strike doesn't get anyone, but Andrew Us gets a nice double kill there with a Nano Boost still on Nick 1B. He gets a kill with it. Double kill with it, actually. As Athiel's there, he's the only one left on top of the point, as good defense is coming up from French Toast Mafia with only 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. Probably only one solid fight left in the match now for Carpe Diem to push on and get finish the match with some time in the bank, because you don't want to be left with 0 minutes and 0 seconds, because if the enemy team pushes on and they get some time in the bank, you won't be getting any, so all you can hope for is a draw. So Ender Us picks up the kill on top of Athiel, which could be devastating right now with only 46 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be very difficult for Carpe Diem to get any push happening with some time left in the bank, because you can imagine they could hold on here at least for the spawn bleeding phase. French Toast Mafia's failsafe does get the kill on top of O'Billy, so it gives them a chance to push in, but the self-destruct's going to happen right in front of Nitzaria, as Akatsuki walks a little too far forward through the Reinhardt shed and gets himself killed. Athiel is up there in a position with Reinhardt. He needs to jump in and get up there now. He's made a good decision to get on top of the Mercy and the Hanzo combo, splitting them up. Andros is completely on the other side and separated. He needs to get back into the fight, as the whole hog happening right now from failsafe to give themselves some space here. Carpe Diem, and Nitzaria charges in right on the enemy. Reinhardt's going to take him off the map while he's staying on there. Gets the emote off with a nice wave. See you later. Gets a double kill now. He throws down an Earth Shatter, so they could finish it here if they can kill everyone quick enough before the spawn bleed happens. There's only Bushy Brows remaining. Mech's being popped, taking him out. The spawn bleed phase is now going to happen, as this Dragon Strike's coming straight through on the spawn. There's only Andrew Russ and easing himself onto the escort, because O'Billy's going to be taken down. There's only Nick 1B there. Lands an Earth Shatter. That's going to give people enough time to get back from the spawn. Nano Boost is a couple fails safe, so if he can get on top of people, this is the hook, but no one jumps on there. Andrew Russ needed to jump on top of the escort, and he didn't, and it's led to the push victory here from Carpe Diem. So good job for them to regroup and get back to the push, because it looked like French Toast Mafia had it in the bag to make it a 0-2 situation for them to push on and try to make it 3-2, but that's not the case. It's 3-0 with no time in the bank. So if French Toast Mafia push this and get all 3 checkpoints with some time in the bank, they will have an opportunity to go into an extra round, an extra sudden death round, to give them an opportunity to push on for the win if they make it all the way to the end with time in the bank. So that's where we're led to right now. Things that Carpe Diem can do better, I suppose. I think just getting all their members grouped together at the end. They did a good job all the way before then. They had really good decision making. The second phase is kind of hard to analyze the offensive push because the defense from French Toast Mafia was lacking there. And I take a drink. Mouth is getting dry. As I was saying, so the defense originally from French Toast Mafia was really good, as we saw them drop from the balcony at the correct time and move back from mainframe. And you can see that the Roadhog would get up here, which was Bushy Brows, and he was able to get some hooks off and then move back to his team at the correct times. And that worked for about 2 minutes. But that's when you see ultimates build up and becomes the ultimate exchange phase, which we saw Carpe Diem do a better job. And then they pushed it on. And in the second phase, we just saw Carpe Diem push the whole time because a lot of teams panic after that and don't gather their team up together as 6 and get in a spot, because some people aren't aware of where to hold in the second phase of Watchpoint Gibraltar sometimes, and they're under pressure. So we just saw by the time they got themselves in a position to defend, it was too late because the escort was already up there, and they just got themselves kind of semicircled around Carpe Diem instead of grouping together as a 6, and then that's when they pushed on. But I can move on to the third point, but it's not going to matter because we need to get the focus back on this. As the hook comes in, the mech's being popped, Nick 1B charges all the way in. He's going to take Nitzaria for right on the other side, but it means he's going to be circled around people. He couldn't complete the kill, so he's going to be, his life's going to be taken away. So they need to regroup right now, French Toast Mafia. You need to be careful with those charges to make sure you're charging not too far away from your team. That you can be there, you can be in a range of an Ana or Lucio to give you some heal, especially the Ana. You generally want Ana there so you can get some ultimate charge off. Reinhardt charge. But Andrew Ross gets a double kill. I didn't see that, but he was up on the high ground there and he was able to get a nice double kill. But Akatsuki finishes him off here. But no, good job though. And they've pushed on it. They've kept on this payload the whole time, French Toast Mafia. They make sure, but this is kind of where you want to engage anyway for Carpe Diem, but they're not in mainframes. So you see, you're at a disadvantage here. You want to be able to stay up here and stop people from getting in and around you. But they're going to use the Nano Boost Earth Shatter combination. He's going to get a double kill already, but Zari's been put to sleep though, as Nick 1B gets hooked in, taken out by Failsafe, and they're going to be able to chase out the Scragglers right now. So French Toast Mafia need to make sure they get out of there and don't waste any time in the bank, because it's all so precious, because they're going up against 3 checkpoints right now they have to complete, and they want to be able to complete it with some time in the bank to give themselves an opportunity to make it 4-3. Akatsuki takes it. Andrew couldn't get back to his team in time. And it's hard on, does get the kill on Failsafe before he get back, so this is a lot better for them. As the self-destruct happens like in the middle of nowhere, it's not going to be able to kill anyone. And I don't know what he was doing there. Must have been a misclick because he wasn't near anyone. Nick 1B gets put to sleep, quickly awoken though. Guided grenade landed, but it's not going to be able to do too much. Evie keeps that shield up. He always kept it down there. As we see the Roadhog from Bushy Brows coming through the mainframes, and no one's defending mainframes, letting everyone come through onto the point uncontested. And then they're going to charge through with that Nano Boost, but it's already been wasted. He's got a body grenade, so he's going to get taken out. So he's pulled the trigger too early. As Nitsari's done the same, but he's been pushed back with a whole hog. His life's been taken out. The res comes out anyway though from Mr. Anthrop, so it's not going to, the mistakes aren't going to matter too much here. Is they can come in and clean up now. Carpe Diem, so it's all going to be about how many picks they get and how many people can survive from French Toast Mafia, so they just need to get out. So, as I'm going to go on before about, see how they're holding here? You don't want to hold here, you want to hold up here, because it stops people from being able to push in and get onto the cart, because you don't want to let them touch the cart, you don't want to let them get in a position to hide and have a med pack. There's a med pack right here. You want to be able to deny your enemies access to med packs. So, you know, the Roadhog's in a better position now. Let's see the team, they can move around to the left. They can hear what I'm saying. Move around to the left. They're in a better spot now. It's better than holding over here, because you're not going to be able to do anything. You're just going to be caught out. Your enemy's going to get the higher ground. They're going to surround you. So the hook comes in on top of Akatsuki. He can get back though. He's got a pocketed Mercy on him. So Mr. doing a good job keeping him alive. But they're going to come through. See, around here, they need to stay closer to the mainframe so they can see people coming through this section as well. So they're going to throw in a self-destruct though. This may be able to pick someone out. It does get Nick 1B. So they've got an advantage here, but they're going to follow through with an Earth Shatter. Nano Boost is not needed though, so ult management needs to be a thing they can work on here. So the fight was already won. You can already get the Scragglers, and even then, what a good option is, a lot of other teams do, if someone's been caught out and they're just waiting to die, you could just stand there and not kill them. And then just wait like an extra 15 seconds, then kill them. But no, it's not going to matter because they won't be able to push on. They had a good opportunity and be able to exploit their defensive Carpe Diem. They're not holding towards mainframe. But they couldn't get themselves through onto the higher ground. They would come out one by one and just get caught. Bit of a massive fight, but overall Carpe Diem just showing that they could use their ults better each time around. They knew what situation they're in. They got the 3-0. They knew they had to be very tight on defense, which usually comes down to ult management and positioning. The positioning was not really there, but the ult management was definitely there besides that last nano boost. So they were able to use their ultimates more efficiently, which has cost French Toast Mafia the game, because Andros did a good job being able to get some picks here and there. So shout out to his Hanzo. He only got caught out once that I saw, which delayed about 20 seconds to 30 seconds on the clock. Some people don't realize how much, one person getting caught out can make all the difference on your clock.